Is it fair for one person in a relationship to earn significantly more than the other? How can financial disparities be managed?
Well, if you're a man and you're with a woman that's making more than you or significantly more than you and you're insecure about it and you feel inferior, you got to remember that people are going to act consistently with how they view themselves to be. And it doesn't matter whether the view is accurate or not. And so if your girlfriend or your wife makes way more money than you and you're bothered by it, you become unglued about that, you're insecure, you have an inferiority complex, then she's going to react to however you view yourself. And that's unattractive behavior. If you're acting like a bitch because your girl makes more money than you either go and make more money or date somebody that doesn't make you feel insecure. Because as a man, if you act insecure because your girl makes way more money, then she's going to leave your ass eventually because you're acting like you don't deserve to be with her. You should have the attitude that you're proud of her. You're proud that she has more money than you. And you're going to get to experience a nicer lifestyle because of her. And because you could tease her about it and use humor and be playful. And it's, even if she takes a jab at you and, says, "Oh, I pay everything," I was like, "Well, babe, that's why I married up. I'm a kept man." It's like, I needed a woman who was capable of a whole lot of loving and pampering, and I'm totally down with it. I appreciate everything you do for me. And if you have a good, playful attitude towards that, and you're not butthurt, and you act like a man, and you lead her, and she's proud of you, because you should have something that you love to do for a living, and it may be something that you love to do, but it doesn't pay a lot, but it brings you incredible joy. That's what she's initially going to be attracted to, is that you're happy and you're content. And if she makes more money than you, then that's great for the family. That's great for us. That gives you, money, all it does is give you more choices and more options. But if you act like a bitch, women are going to treat you like a bitch. And so you shouldn't be bothered or insecure, because if you come bothered and insecure and butthurt about it, then eventually she's going to leave you because she's going to lose respect for you. So you need to learn to find a way to be unperturbed by her making more money. You should be proud of it. You should be excited. And like I said, if she ever takes a dig at you about it, like insinuating in a way that you're insecure about it, don't fall for it. Use humor and say, come up with some funny thing, some kind of humorous comeback that comes from the place of, I make 3 times more than you. And I was like, yeah, that's why I married you, so I could quit my job and eat bonbons and watch soap operas all day and clean the house and shave my legs and put a little skirt on and not wear any panties. And so when you come home, I can bend you over properly in the kitchen and show you who's boss. So you have to take it to a ridiculous level. But I just want you to know I'm not shaving my mustache. So you had a mustache. But you got to be playful like that, because it communicates you're not bothered. Because you should have the attitude of, just like the Tom Petty song, "Good love's hard to find." If you think you can do, not that you're going to say this to her, but if you have a playful attitude of, if you think you can do better than me, then go. If I don't take you all the way, then go. You need to have that attitude, because if you love and value yourself, and a woman doesn't want to be with you or threatens to leave you because you don't make as much as her, use humor and say, "Babe, I'm going to miss you. Maybe I won't be eating steak dinners all the time. I'll probably be eating at McDonald's a lot more, but at least I'll be with a girl who knows how to treat her man like a king. And if you can't treat me like a king, then that's on you."
I would take that as like a good influence on her end. I mean, if she's really bossing up and leveling up, I would take that as I should level up too and also be just as great as her, or in my case him. I would want to be just as great as him, and I would take it as a challenge, like a good one,
Yeah, masculine energy grows through challenge, and so if a guy feels inferior about that, he can't show it. He's got to have the attitude that you need to be her champion. You're proud of her. You encourage her to continue to do well, but never at the expense of your purpose. Like, I've always been a big fan of Tom Brady over the years, but the what I saw from I understand because Giselle's reason why she left the relationship. She said he wasn't present, and it was clear that she didn't feel heard and understood. And he even when he was there, he wasn't present. So she didn't feel heard and understood, and obviously he was not spending enough time with the family because he was so focused on football. But she'd always stuck by him the whole time, and then he'd always said for years, "I want to play 20 years. I want to play till I'm 45." And that last year or two, she had other projects that she wanted to do, but because her attraction was low for him, then she went and she left. And you look at that, it's like you signed up for a commitment. It was only another year or two. It's like, how many more millions do you need? But even Tom Brady, as successful as he was and as much money, I think his wife was wealthier than he was anyways. But that didn't matter before. But when she doesn't feel heard and understood, and he's no longer dating and courting her properly because football, he was married to football. And on top of that, it's like he kind of gave it up. He retired and then he unretired. And he should have stuck with it. He should not, in my opinion, have vacillated. It's like, because he'd been saying for years that he's going to play for 20 years. He wanted to play until he was like 45 or whatever. And he, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know the two of them, but just from the outside looking in and listening to the two of them in interviews and little sound bites that they've given on it, it's like she should have at least stuck it out for another year or two until he was really done with his football career, because a woman should support a man's purpose. But, despite all that, if your girl doesn't feel heard and understood and you're not dating and courting her properly, eventually she's going to leave. No matter whether you make more money than her or she makes more money than you, attraction works the way it works. Her needs weren't getting met, and then she didn't stand behind him. And really, when he needed her most, like when she should have stood by him that last year or two, and instead she's like, my purpose and what I want to do is more important, because she had other business interests and things she wanted to focus on. And then I think she started dating her jiu-jitsu instructor. That was what was all over the tabloids. But Tom tapped out, and he signed. The divorce was over quickly. And quite frankly, Tom Brady is probably going to be dating somebody younger and hotter, and he may even have more kids with her down the road. It's like, I think a guy like Tom Brady being a dad, he should be a dad more. And he's going to do just fine. There are lots of women that are really happy that he's single. And they're going to find their way to him. And he will have his choice. He has an all-you-can-eat buffet. Giselle will do fine too. She's still hot, but compared like her dating pool now versus when she was a lot younger, there'll be, but she probably doesn't want to have any more kids anyways. So she'll probably be dating an older dude, more successful guy who's also had his family, and check that box.